Hey, what's up, you guys? A little bit different video today. We're on spring break. I had a few minutes just to kind of reflect and relax in a quiet hotel room for a few minutes, and got me thinking about how far we've come with our channel in the last couple of years, and how many just new subscribers we have to our YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. And it just got me thinking that it might be a good time to just kind of introduce or reintroduce who Brandon and Noah are of BNN TV. Especially today's April 2nd, it's Autism Awareness Day. And so I thought it might be a good opportunity to give you guys some information about Noah and a little bit about myself, as we have so many amazing new followers. So yeah, so we'll start with maybe the sidekick to our father-son duo. I'm Brandon, the B and BNN TV. I'm a middle school teacher, 8th grade. History is what I teach. Started my career as a special education teacher, inspired by Noah and some of his friends and some of his peers to go into that field. Yeah, when I'm not teaching or not hanging out with Noah, eating some food, which is what I love to do. I golf and love to be active. But really, hanging out with Noah is one of my favorite pastimes. So, yeah, that's the B in BNN TV. So, now on to the star of our show, Noah. Noah is an amazing kid. It is Autism Awareness Day, April 2nd. Noah was diagnosed with autism at a young age. So he, he's kind of navigated that most of his life. He also has a rare chromosome abnormality called 18p deletion syndrome. It's a rare chromosome abnormality where he's missing a short piece of his 18th chromosome, which causes some kind of specific things as well. He has OCD diagnosis, and just recently, the last couple of years, has been dealing with ulcerative colitis, which has caused a lot of issues. A lot of our videos, you've seen us not being able to make videos because we've been in the hospital or getting infusions. He's kind of been through the gamut of just, all kinds of struggles. And still, if you know Noah, you see him every day smiling. You see him waving at everybody driving by. When we're in a restaurant, he's waving at people, and you can just see the smiles that he brings to their faces. So, just knowing the background of some of the struggles and some of the hard stuff that he has to go through every single day, to see him continue to be a light in my life and Suzanne's life as mom's and everybody who knows him. He is a source of happiness and joy like no other that I've experienced, and probably a lot of people would say the same thing. And so, just to see him come through all the things that he's been through and still be alive is just amazing. It's kind of what keeps everybody kind of going forward, and which really made us want to kind of start this channel. Noah always had a dream of being a YouTuber, and at one point we were just like, we made a couple of videos, and kind of just clicked, like, we could do this. Like, we could just make videos and post them, and you could literally, Noah, tell people that you're a YouTuber, which would be really cool. So that's what we started doing a couple of years ago. Started with Crumble, and it's branched out from there. Our hope is to branch out even further, but it's cool to see Noah kind of have that, like, that self-worth, that he knows that he's a YouTuber, and he tells everybody that he sees about it. You probably have seen our videos, right? Or he loves when we're out in public and people see him. Somebody asked him the other day if they could take a picture with him, so he took a selfie with him, which was pretty cool. He's been asked for his autograph. He's been recognized in a whole bunch of different places, and that brings him so much joy. You guys have no idea. And that's really why we keep doing it, is because of the joy that it brings him. He kind of inspires us to keep going. So we're going to keep going. Hopefully you guys are into it, and the new followers and new stuff says that maybe you guys like some of it. So we're going to keep on making stuff. Yeah, Noah also loves, when we're not doing foodie kind of stuff, we're doing, he loves to, like, mail packages, and any UPS or USPS or FedEx driver that he sees, he's waving at hysterically. And so we ship things all over the world so we can track them. Yeah, so if you're lucky enough to kind of get a package from Noah, we have relatives and friends that live all over the place, that he likes to mail stuff and track stuff, and then he'll learn about the places that it goes to and the routes that it goes to. Let's see, Noah also loves to just learn about different things. He loves animals and insects. He can name you pretty much every single species, like scientific name of any animal, or especially like bugs and insects that you can think of. He can literally name, you can show him a picture of a country's flag and he'll tell you exactly what that country is. Some countries, even as a social studies teacher, I didn't even know were countries. He can tell you what they are. So his brain just works in some pretty amazing ways. And I think especially being today, Autism Awareness Day, it's just an important reminder that autism isn't a disability, right? It's just different abilities. I know it affects different people different ways, and some people aren't as fortunate as Noah in their verbal skills and their, other things that he has. But I think it's just really important, just a reminder to make sure that we're noticing the cans and not the cannots of people. And just keeping in the front of your minds that it's so important just to be accepting and to be understanding. Just understand that a kindness and a smile can go a really, really long way. I think that's what Noah teaches all of us. So if you guys have questions, I'd love to answer any of them. As a special education teacher in the past, Noah's mom has been in the disabilities world, working. That's kind of her line of work, her specialty as well. And so we have some knowledge. If you guys have questions, just about me, about Noah in particular, we'd love to hear them. And then just, finally, when you see us out in public, when you see Noah anywhere, he's always up to talk. So give him a wave, give him a hi, tell him you follow him, or you like the videos or whatever. He gets a real charge out of that. So that's really cool to see. We're going to continue to keep making videos, and hopefully you guys keep liking them. Hopefully we can expand out a little bit more and do some stuff beyond Crumble. Crumble will always be there as a base for sure. So I just wanted to say, as a dad, as a disability, people with disabilities kind of advocate, thank you for embracing Noah, for loving him, and for continuing to support us in our videos. And we hope to keep doing this for many, many years.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ramadan.
Hey you guys, as I was kind of editing this and talking to it about Noah, talking to it with Noah, we realized that we left out a couple things that Noah thought was important to talk about. What were we talking about?
Brain surgery.
I didn't mention that Noah has been, how many brain surgeries have you had? Two brain surgeries, you guys. The last one, they had to put in a shunt to drain some fluid out, and so he's got a mechanism in there that drains stuff out. You can kind of see it, there's a little, you can see it in his head, especially when his hair is short. So that's just another example of something that Noah went through, even, just something that he went through that shows kind of how tough he is and how resilient he is. Something that motivates us to keep going and keep, being positive, because through that whole time, he was the most positive, strong, tough kid I've ever met. Right?
I should let you know, I do actually have difficult veins.
He does, and so on top of all the having to get all the medicines and stuff, when he has to get an IV or a blood draw, his veins tend to be really small and really, really deep, and so they have a hard time getting them. And any normal person, myself included, would just be over it, getting poked and prodded as many times as he has. But he is super calm. He relaxes. He makes everybody around him his friend, and it's just his like I said, his light helps get him through a lot of different things, right? Anything else you want to say to everybody?
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep coming up and saying hi. Keep making friends with Noah, because he wants to be friends with you too. All right, you guys, thanks for listening. Again, if you guys have any questions, please, we're more than happy to answer them. So shoot them off in the comments, all right? Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.